Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. These are carnivore breakfast tacos. So with a carnivore diet, sometimes things can get a little boring. So this is a great way to shake things up and get a really nice, high protein, high fat breakfast in right in the beginning of the day. I also kind of like to make this for lunch or for dinner if you want like breakfast for dinner. So jumping right in, first thing we're going to do is we're gonna season our steak. I'm gonna be using a ribeye. You can use whatever your favorite kind of steak is. My favorite is ribeye. We're gonna season it with some salt and black pepper. Now, I know that with carnivore, you typically just use salt. I'm doing more like carnivore animal based, I guess. So for all you guys in the comments, I know I'm using seasonings. That's just how I do carnivore because I like to add a little bit of spices to my dishes, but I'm just gonna be using black pepper. That's the only addition I'm gonna be doing. If you're gonna be doing a strictly carnivore diet, then you can only use salt. That works just as well. So season your steak however you like it. I'm gonna do some salt and black pepper. Press that right in there. I took the ribeye out of the fridge about 15 minutes ago just to let it get to room temperature. That makes it cook a lot faster. All right, the seasoning is on there and I'm gonna be using my tasty air fryer. Discount code is in the description below if you're interested in purchasing this air fryer. I love that it has the meat probe, so this just makes it so much easier first thing in the morning when I don't feel like making too many dirty dishes. I'm gonna throw this in on the ribeye setting and cook it to medium rare. While my steak is cooking in the air fryer, I am going to be working on my tortillas. Now, these are not my tortillas. I'm not claiming them as my own. They are Courtney Luna's. If you watched my What's the Best Carnivore Tortilla video, I will link it down in the description. This was my favorite and I still make it. I love making this. It is such a great alternative to the regular tortillas. The kind of pork panko I'm gonna be using is this one. You guys already know, I talk about it all the time, not sponsored, but Pork King Good, really great pork panko. I get it on Amazon. I've linked my Amazon link down in the description below if you're interested in purchasing. I'm gonna be using the Italian seasoning one. Again, if you are strictly carnivore, you can stick to just the regular pork panko original flavor, unflavored, whatever. Do whatever your heart desires. This is about 1.5 cups of the pork panko, and I'm gonna be using 3 eggs for this. For the ratio, it is 1 cup of pork panko to 2 eggs. Again, this is her recipe, not trying to claim it as my own recipe. And now we're just going to mix this all together until it's fully combined. Now, depending on what kind of pork panko you're using, or if you're just crushing up pork rinds, you can do that as well. You can determine how much salt you need to add. This particular pork panko already has salt, so I'm not gonna be adding anything additional, but you absolutely can, just depending on your taste. Remember, the steak is gonna have salt and the other toppings we're using will also have salt, so you might not even need to add anything at all. I'm heating a nonstick pan on low, medium heat. I'm gonna take a spoonful of our pork panko mixture for the tortillas and put it on a piece of parchment paper. Then I'm gonna cover it with another piece of parchment paper. And now you can either hand press, but I'm gonna use a burger press to just make this really easy. And we're gonna press down to form this into our tortilla. Just press. And then I'm gonna take off the top piece of parchment paper and we have a perfectly shaped tortilla. Now that my nonstick pan is hot, I don't need to put any spray on it. Again, it's nonstick. If you're using any other pan, that's fine as well. Just make sure it's on a low heat. I'm gonna take the tortilla and we're just gonna throw it directly onto our pan. And just keep it there for about a minute to let it cook on one side. As our tortilla is cooking, I am going to make the next batch of the tortilla so that it's ready to go when I take the other one off. We're gonna scoop our tortilla mixture, again, on the parchment paper, cover it with the second piece, and then press down. And that is ready to go. I'm now gonna lift off the parchment paper from the tortilla that's cooking, and we are gonna flip it. So you wanna take a spatula, carefully scoop it under, and flip. And it only needs to cook for maybe 15 seconds on the second side. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and also like this video. As your tortillas are done, take it off, put it on a separate plate, and keep cooking the rest of your tortillas. The tortillas are almost done and my steak just finished in the air fryer. I'm gonna let it rest for a couple minutes while we finish up. I'm on the last tortilla and now we're ready for the final thing to add to our breakfast tacos. Eggs, of course. I have some eggs that I'm just gonna beat. And to my eggs, I am going to add a little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper. Again, if you're strictly carnivore, just stick to salt, that's perfectly fine. And I'm gonna add a little bit of cayenne pepper, just a dash, for a little bit of spice. And now my secret ingredient to make my eggs just super, super creamy is sour cream. Gonna add just a little bit. It makes them super, super creamy. And once our last tortilla is done, we're gonna throw this in the pan, cook it up real quick, and we'll be ready to assemble. We're gonna dump in our eggs. And I'm just keeping my nonstick pan on a low heat. These are gonna cook super quickly. That is literally it. Time to plate. For our assembly, I'm gonna take my tortilla and put it into this taco holder. You don't need to do this if you don't have a taco holder. You could just put it straight on a plate. But I'm just gonna do it because it's a little bit more fun. Now I'm gonna cut my steak into slices. And we're gonna throw those directly into the tortilla. Next, we're gonna take our eggs and we're gonna top it directly into the tortilla as well, right on top of the steak. And last but not least, I'm gonna top it with some cotija cheese or queso fresco, really whatever you have. Just right on top. Gives it a little bit of a refreshing type kick and a really good contrast to the steak and the eggs. And there you have it, our delicious carnivore breakfast tacos. Super easy, a great alternative, and just an amazing, amazing variety to your carnivore diet. I cannot wait to dig in. Let's get this piece right here. Again, this is why these tortillas won for me, because they hold up super, super well compared to other carnivore tortillas. But I can't wait to dig in. Cheers, guys. Guys, that was A1. So easy, so delicious. Thank you all so much for watching. I can't wait for you guys to try this. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Also hit that notification bell to never miss a tasty upload. Till next time.